Hello, I'm Farah. Thank you for inviting me into your ears this evening. Tonight I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about space. Not like the space between your couch cushions, although I did find a pen in there the other day that I'd been missing since 2018. But the other kind of space, the big one, outer space. You might be lying in bed right now, perhaps under a blanket. Imagine that blanket is the night sky, covering the earth gently. Stars twinkling like tiny holes letting light through. It's a comforting thought. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is home to over 100 billion stars. That's more than there are ants on Earth. Though, to be fair, I haven't counted either. The universe is big, not like the Olympic swimming pool big, more like you could keep walking forever and still not make it to the end big. In fact, scientists say the universe is expanding faster than we can travel, which means if you and I started walking now, we'd still be late to wherever we were trying to go. So we might as well stay here and relax. We could just lay here and think about Saturn. Saturn has rings. You probably knew that, but did you know they're made of ice and dust and tiny little rocks? I think it's nice that even space is a little messy sometimes. Makes me feel better about life. Life can be a little messy sometimes. You might spill some soup on your shirt during lunch or forget to return a library book for 6 months. Maybe you try to plan everything just right, and then the weather changes, or you get a flat tire. But that's okay. Messes mean things are happening. It means you're living, trying, maybe even caring a lot. And honestly, some of the best stuff, like paintings, gardens, or Saturday pancakes, start with a bit of a mess. There's a beauty in the messiness of space, and way beyond that, there's just more space. Clouds of comets, whole galaxies spinning slowly, like soft pinwheels in the dark, all of it going on even while you sleep.
Vehicle functions.
Discovery Houston, 20 seconds to LOS TDRS.
Roger, nice to be in orbit. Wheel stop.
Roger, we'll stop Discovery. Welcome back. A great ending to the new beginning.
Stargazing is a gentle kind of magic. You step outside, maybe with a blanket under your knees, and suddenly the sky feels like a softly lit auditorium filled with pinpricks of light. You don't have to know the names of every star. Sometimes it's nicer to just point and say, "Look at that one, shining like it's winking at us." If you stay still long enough, you might see a faint ribbon of the Milky Way, like someone painted silver dust across the dark. It's quiet out there, except for the soft hum of nighttime, and in that hush, everything else, deadlines, the grocery lists, feels a little less heavy. Just you, the sky, and a million little fires reminding you that the universe is wide and kind if you let it be. Neptune, way out in the cold, is a blue planet. They say it's blue because of methane in the atmosphere, but I think maybe it's just feeling a little shy. It doesn't get many visitors. So as you close your eyes and your body gets heavy like a quiet little asteroid, just remember, you're part of all this too. The atoms in your body came from stars that exploded a long time ago. So in a way, you're stardust, taking a nap, and that's pretty neat.
Everything in this world is made up of matter, and those matters behave with each other in certain ways. And that, students, is chemistry.
Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It's small and it's rocky with temperatures that swing wildly. Kind of like how my mood changes when I misplace my favorite pen. Moods are funny. Sometimes you wake up feeling like a fresh loaf of bread, warm, ready for the day. Other times you're more like a wet sock, just kind of hanging there. And that's alright. moods come and go like weather. You don't get mad at a cloudy day for being cloudy, you just bring a jacket. Same thing with your feelings, I think. So be gentle with yourself. Maybe have some food. Food usually helps. My partner makes me food all the time. I like listening to her cooking my favorite meal, tofu with smacked cucumber. Tofu with smacked cucumber is a nice little dish. You don't have to do much to it, just open the tofu, drain it a little, let it sit quietly on a plate. It's soft and cool, like as if a food would hum a lullaby. Sometimes it's nice when food just shows up already calm. The cucumbers, well, they get smacked. Not in a mean way, just enough to crack them open so that they can soak up flavor. It's kind of fun actually. Therapeutic, I'd say. Like helping your ingredients relax. Then you toss them with a little vinegar, soy sauce, maybe garlic, maybe chili oil if you're feeling bold. Put them together and the cucumbers are all zingy and fresh while the tofu just hangs out, keeping things steady. Kind of like a good friendship. One of you brings the energy and the other brings the peace. I like eating it on quiet evenings or after coming back from a walk. It tastes like sitting on a porch while it's still warm but the sun's gone down. Just good. I think tofu would be a good name for a planet. It sounds soft and quiet, like a place with gentle winds and maybe big squishy hills you could nap on. Not too flashy, just calm. Maybe it would be a pale cream-colored planet that smells faintly like steamed rice. And maybe the aliens there would be really polite and wave a lot. I don't know. Just feels like if you landed on planet Tofu, you'd be safe. And there'd probably be good soup.
And Houston Discovery?
Roger roll, Discovery.
Houston Discovery, how do you read? Discovery, Roger, go ahead, throttle up. Houston Discovery, go ahead.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Earth is a pretty good place to live. It's got trees that change color in the fall, rivers that know how to wiggle around rocks, and clouds that like to make shapes just to pass the time. There are dogs here, and sandwiches, and people who will hold the door for you even if you're kind of far away. Sure, it gets loud sometimes, and weird, but then you see something like a deer in your backyard or someone laughing so hard they snort, and you remember, it's not perfect, but it's home. Sometimes I think about Earth just flying through space. We are all just floating out there in the vastness of space, orbiting the sun once every 365 days. It rotates on its axis every 24 hours, giving us day and night. Midnight is a quiet sort of magic. It's when the world goes soft, like someone turned the volume down on everything. The streetlights hum a little, and even your thoughts seem to tiptoe. Sometimes I like to sit by the window at midnight with a glass of water, just to listen to how still it all gets. It feels like the universe is pausing, just for a moment, to let you catch your breath. If days are nosy poems, then midnight is the space between the lines. I like poems. This reminds me of a poem about the moon. Silver by Walter de la Mare. Slowly, silently, now the moon walks the light in her silver shoon. This way and that she peers and sees silver fruit upon silver trees. One by one the casements catch her beams beneath the silvery thatch. Couched in his kennel like a log, with paws of silver sleeps the dog. From their shadowy coat the white breasts peep, of doves in a silver feathered sleep. A harvest mouse goes scampering by, with silver claws and a silver eye, and moveless fish in the water gleam, by silver reeds in a silver stream. The moon is a magical kind of thing. The moon is kind of like a good neighbor who doesn't say much but always leaves a porch light on. It just hangs up there, steady, quiet, checking in every night. Sometimes it's full and bright, like it's really trying. Other times, just a sliver, taking it easy. And I think that's nice. Makes you feel like no matter how the day went, whether you burnt the toast or forgot your cousin's birthday, the moon still shows up. No judgment. Just there, glowing softly, saying, "Hey, you made it."